What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions.
Get with this.
In today's reaction video, I am once again checking out a band that I actually just recently discovered on this channel and absolutely loved. And I'm talking about Australia's very own Make Them Suffer. And I loved the first experience listening to these guys. I checked out their latest single, Contraband. It was awesome, and I honestly wanted to hear more right away. And there were a lot of songs that you guys were recommending in the comments to that video. And on top of that, our friends at Rise Records reached out to me because they saw that reaction and they said, hey, if you liked that, would you consider checking out something from their last album, How to Survive a Funeral? I was like, sure, why not? And the song that they suggested that I check out was actually also the most recommended song that you guys told me to check out. So I took that as a sign, man, and today we're gonna do it. So as always, I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, I'm once again listening to Make Them Suffer, and for the very first time, hearing their song, Erase Me. Let's go. Oh. Before we really start this, I'm going to start the whole thing over. That was a really, really interesting use of a blast beat on the drums. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It was really kind of a unique use of it. Because the rest of the music that's going on doesn't strike me as something that would have a blast beat put underneath of it. Wow, that was wild, man. That was cool. Let's start this from the beginning again. And I love how it just breaks into that. Wow. This band is something, man. There are so many musical elements in that I really loved and I feel like I want to talk about, but it's just so many little things. Like, I love pre-choruses like that build up with a lot of drum parts with the toms are going with everything. I like how it broke down into that electronic kit sound before the chorus came in. And then coming into that chorus with Buka singing. Dude, this is a fantastic blend of vocals for a band, man. Most of the time when I listen to bands, I'm listening to the music. I'm not even going to lie. I was a musician, then I teched for a lot of bands. Vocals are sometimes kind of an afterthought for me. I could listen to the instrumentals all day. But this band, they got something special going on, man. I love the mix of harsh vocals into Buka's clean vocals. It's incredible. Sean's got a lot of versatility with his voice, too, in terms of the harshness. And I talked about that in Contraband. He doesn't just rely on guttural lows or a specific style. He's going all over the place. This is cool, man. Hold on. I want that whole part again. Before this chorus, after 2 songs of this band, I'm so impressed with their guitar player, Nick, with his just playing and his writing and some of the notes that he chooses with stuff. It's really, really cool guitar playing. Dude, I am so stoked on this band. So let's talk about Nick, since I brought him up. In the last video, we talked, he's an exclusive artist of Jackson Guitars. And in the last video, he was playing a custom Jackson Soloist. The guitar that he's playing in this one could also be a soloist, but it could be a dinky as well. And Jackson has a line of guitars called the dinky, along with the soloist. They're very similar, but the body style on the dinkies are slightly smaller, and it's more of a lightweight body. I could be wrong, I'll double check. The body looks slightly smaller than a soloist, so I'm going to say he's using a dinky in this one, but again, I will look it up and confirm. And then their bass player, I didn't get to see their bass player or their drummer in the last video, and I'm just going to chalk it up to maybe coronavirus restrictions or something. They couldn't get everybody together, but their bass player is also playing a Jackson. I have not seen Jackson basses too much, and if I'm being honest, I'm not really that familiar with him. I couldn't tell you what model he's playing right now. I would have to look it up. The only artist that I know of that has an exclusive, or not an exclusive, but a signature bass with Jackson is Dave Ellefson. That could be one of his signature basses. I don't know. I don't know how many basses Jackson makes. This would be a cool learning moment. I'll have to look into that. Let's continue with this, and then maybe we'll get to some drums, possibly keyboards, maybe not. I'm not the best with keyboards, but we'll break into some drums here in a little bit. Ooh.
You're suffocating, so just erase me, annihilate me, assassinate me. I'm not worth saving, so just erase me.
After I just got done talking about how vocals and lyrics are an afterthought to me, I probably looked out of it in that last part. It's just some striking, powerful lyrics, man. That hits an emotional chord for sure. Wow. Wow. Dude, I think I just may have like really discovered one of my new favorite bands. I need to break into this. We're towards the end of the video. I probably just paused going into the outro, but there are a couple more gear things I wanted to talk about really quickly. I saw that their drummer is using Zildjian cymbals. We've talked Zildjian a lot on this channel. They're one of the biggest cymbal companies in the entire world. And then I saw a Mapex logo on the drum kit, which means Mapex drums. I haven't seen terribly many artists using Mapex these days. I think the most notable person I know that was using Mapex for a while was Matt Halpern from Periphery. Mapex is actually a Taiwanese company, and their name, for the longest time before I knew better, I just thought Mapex had something to do with them making drums out of maple. It's not. The name is actually an acronym. I believe it's Music and Percussion Excellence. And I don't know terribly much about the background of the company, so I'll look some more stuff up. And then I just now noticed some amps in the background. They're using EVH, which is the Eddie Van Halen line from Fender. So let's finish this off, man. That was the end. I could have taken like 5 to 6 more minutes of this easily. Before I do some final thoughts on this, I'm gonna listen to this again off camera, and then we'll come back and talk about it. I kind of feel odd sitting here right now after I spent time in that video talking about how I don't normally pay attention to vocals and lyrics. I usually focus on the music and the instrumentals of everything because I'm more of a music guy. Vocals and lyrics are sometimes an afterthought. I kind of come back to it later, but this one really stuck out to me, man. And after listening to it again just now and reading through with all of the lyrics and catching stuff that I didn't, this is kind of making me rethink the way that I'm going to approach lyrics and vocals when I'm doing these reaction videos, man, because this was powerful, man. There were some lines that stuck out even on the first listen. Like, I think at the end of the chorus, it said, "I've broken you enough, so don't hate me, erase me." Like, can feel that, man. Like, this song is what I love about music. It's so emotional and so powerful that I guarantee you emotionally, like, songs like this help people through difficult times. Like, I know me personally, there are many songs and many bands that have helped me through rough spots in my life and have helped me persevere and push through. And I can almost guarantee that this song has done that for a lot of people just based on the context of the lyrics and all that. And not even just the lyrics, the way that these guys deliver the vocals, man. Everything about this is fantastic. I feel like I've just discovered one of my new favorite bands, and it also blows my mind that they've been around for years. Like, when I told some of my Australian friends that I just now got into them, they was like, "Dude, these guys have been around for years. They've been releasing bangers for years. Where have you been?" I was like, I don't know, man. I've missed out on a lot of stuff, but it's a fun part about this reaction channel, man, is I get to discover new stuff with you guys, and you guys get to show me really cool stuff as well. So, thank you to everybody that recommended this song. This was fantastic. I cannot wait to check out more from this band. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe, man. I release new videos all the time. Subscribing is free, and it helps the channel out a ton. If you liked this video, I would greatly appreciate the like, as it also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, not a problem, man. Thank you very much for your time. You are free to click dislike if you didn't like it. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server I hang out on. I have a Twitch that I stream on. And if you're interested in any of that, I will throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media related is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.